Okay, so this is kind of part two. If you're watching a replay, earlier I recorded kind of the basics of how to set up the Facebook group, and I've just walked Megan and Melinda through that, but I started recording now to show you guys kind of where to find the rest of the information in the LeBri Business Center. So I'm going to start a screen share. Okay, so when you're logged in as a consultant, it'll bring you to this home screen. Some of you might still have a fast start in 50 chart right here, but other than that, our screens should look pretty similar. And you're going to click right here on Learning Center. It looks like this little Allo laptop. Oh, I already had a Learning Center open. That's okay, now we have two. Okay, so in the Learning Center, there's a ton of information here. Try to stay focused so you don't get overwhelmed. We're gonna go right here into social media training. So last year, LeBri hired an external consultant. Her name is Lynn Bardowski. Her nickname is the $1 Million Party Girl. She built a $1 million business completely on Facebook. Okay, and so LeBri hired Lynn to come in and do some training and to put together a winning format tailored to LeBri and the products that we have to offer. And that is what is here. So this is Facebook Party Training, okay? So everything that you need to learn how to run an income producing Facebook party is all right here for you, okay? So it will teach you how to coach your hostess. This is the most important part of a Facebook party. I cannot state that strongly enough. If you have the most eye-catching graphics, the most engaging posts, but don't coach your hostess, you are wasting your time. When you have an, I'm going to stop sharing for a second. When you have an in-home hostess, that hostess naturally engages with you because she has people coming to her house. So she's cleaning, she's preparing snacks. This party is on her mind, right? It takes slightly less coaching to get a good turnout. When you're coaching for in-home, you just need enough people invited and make sure she gets invitations out in a myriad of different ways. And then it pretty much takes care of itself. Everybody shows up, has a great time in person, sales come automatically, and it just happens. In-home parties are a beautiful thing. When you are on Facebook, people are more easily distracted, and your host, it's not as forward in the mind of your hostess as an in-home party is. Does that kind of make sense to you guys? It's not a part of her daily life. She's not thinking about it. And so the main thing that you're going to spend your time and effort on in a Facebook party is coaching your hostess. And that is what is covered here. Okay, so this is a PDF on how to coach your hostesses. There's also a video training on how to coach your hostess. Start there, okay? Now the Facebook Party Pro Guide kind of walks you through the outline of how to sequence your posts to introduce people to LeBri. And you'll see that here too in the Party Pro Part 2, the step-by-step slides. And then the Part 3 is all about how to build relationships and follow up on leads, okay? There's a PDF here on how to go live. Facebook Live, the way that the algorithms are set up, they will prioritize that your guests see your live videos before they see anything else. That's just how Facebook is set up. So I know that it's awkward. It is uncomfortable for most of us. You gotta get over yourself. It doesn't matter whether you have a bad hair day or you got a zit on your nose. People don't care. They want to get to know you. They need to know that you are a real person with a real life, with dogs who interrupt and children who cry in the background. Facebook Live is not about having a polished video presence. It is about connecting with people, going live at least twice during a Facebook party is absolutely critical, okay? Like at the beginning and then towards the end. You could go live every day if you wanted to, but a minimum of 2 times during a Facebook event. So that just kind of tells you how. This video walks you through how to create graphics in Canva, okay? Now, this is completely optional because LeBri provides you with enough graphics that you shouldn't have to create anything unless you really want something customized, okay? But this will teach you how to use Canva. Canva's easy. Once you've used it a couple times, you'll be addicted. I'm absolutely obsessed. I love Canva. Most anything that you see come through the Team Becoming feed that's pretty, all was made on Canva, okay? Now, the last 2 things here in the Learning Center have to do with creating a Google form. This is optional. It is possible to modify the party and not use a Google form, okay? So if you are overwhelmed, by the time you get through Hostess Coaching Part 1, Part 2, Part 3, and going live, if you're like, dear God, my brain is going to explode, just skip the Google form for now. And when you're ready, add it in later. The Google form, it's not hard to do. You guys are both tech savvy. The average person can figure it out using these tutorials, and it really is helpful for following up and creating relationship with your new customers. But it is possible to modify it and do it without. Okay, so just take all of that with a grain of salt. The Facebook party resources are all here for you. There's a JPEG host challenge that you can send to your hostess, and there's also a PDF that you could email her. So when you're looking at these, this means this is a PDF and this is a graphic. So depending on how you are working with your hostess, if you want to send her something in Messenger, you're going to work with the graphic. If you're emailing her something, you can work with the PDF. Okay, so just depending on, tailor this to your person. Okay, there's point trackers, Steps to Beautiful Skin, all these resources, you're told how to use them up here. Does that make sense? Nod your heads. Okay, got it. So down below at the very, very bottom, you'll see Facebook Savvy Training. This is not part of Facebook Parties. This section teaches you how to utilize a VIP group to service and build your customer base. It's a completely different thing, okay? So if your focus is on having Facebook parties, stay in the top 2 sections. You can always come to this lower section later. All right. So graphics. I'm going to show you guys where to get graphics. These resources, these videos and checklists will tell you which graphics you need. To get to those graphics, you're going to come up here and can you guys see my mouse? We're going to go back to the home of the Learning Center. Okay, and then right next to the social media training is the media gallery. You guys see that right here? It looks like a big globe full of pictures. You should not need Canva for your first few weeks worth of, I mean, you could probably do 10 Facebook parties before you start getting bored with graphics and want to create your own. LeBri has an unbelievable amount of graphics that are pre-made and beautiful for you. So there's social media images, animations, special images just for new consultants. So Megan, this is a great spot for you. Melinda, you don't have a huge LeBri presence on Facebook yet, so you could probably utilize some of those as well. But what I'm going to click into to show you guys is in here in the Facebook party images. And the same is true for anybody watching this replay. You might not be a new consultant, but maybe you're new to sharing LeBri on Facebook. Feel free to utilize some of those new consultant resources. Okay, so your event cover and invite images are all going to be in here. So these you can just save to your computer, upload those as the cover image for your group. Okay, and some of these have big blank spots. You can actually upload those into Canva and put the hostess's name or the event title on it. So like I could use this bad boy. Let me click into this. Okay, see how it's got a big blank spot? So I could download this image, upload it into Canva, and then I could put on here Megan's online photo experience in a pretty font. Save it and use that as my group photo. Okay. Oh, it's telling me this is going to end in 10 minutes, so I better wrap it up. Okay, so all of these are here for you. Down below is where you'll find your party images, all party types. So here you go. What kind of party are you having on Facebook? Anti-aging, body care, makeup, skincare. They're all organized beautifully for you guys, okay? And everything is here for you. Anything that you possibly want to talk about or create engagement with your new customers is here for you. These are all perfectly sized for Facebook, ready to go. Isn't that amazing? How easy is this? So you can simply create a folder on your computer, shove all of these in there, and then create your party experience. Now, I highly recommend a 10 to 12 day experience. You want to get samples sent out very early in the party so that people have time to try them and ask questions. Okay. So you could do it in 7 days, but ooh, man, that is tight getting samples out to people. So 10 days is more comfortable. Maximum length is really about 14 days. So somewhere between 10 and 14. Best luck I've had is either 10 or 12. Okay. Most of the time, the last, like say day 8 or 9, I'll do like a live demonstration of the basic skincare set. So cleanser, freshener, moisturizer, peel on the back of your hand, eye gel, right? So a 5-piece basic set takes you about 20 minutes to run through on Facebook Live. It's kind of like the culmination of an in-home party. One last thing I want to show you quick. Okay, I cannot minimize Zoom. Oh, I gotta share. Here we go. Quick before I run out of time. Inside of a group, this is the massive advantage of groups over running your event in a Facebook event, right? So a group allows you to schedule your post. So let's say I'm going to put a picture in here, but just for the sake of today, I'm just going to make a silly little post. So I'm going to say happy birthday. Now, when I go to post this, oh, come on. Hurry up. Oh man, it's stuck. Sorry, y'all. You can do it. There it is. Okay. Down here at the bottom is this little clock. This allows you to schedule your post. There are definitely prime times when people are more likely to see your content than others. Early morning, late night, your content will get a higher visibility. Okay, so you could set out a plan and upload your graphics. So you could sit down for an hour and schedule an entire party's worth of posts. I highly recommend posting between 1 and 3 times a day in your group. No less than 1, no more than 3. So you could schedule all of these out and then just sit back and engage with your hostess, get to know your customers, focus on sending samples out. And this party is just those posts are just going to run themselves. They're just going to pop, 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 pop. Isn't that amazing? So that's there for you guys. Any questions that you guys can think of? I'm trying to figure out what to share with you in the next 6 minutes before it bumps me off. No, that's a lot in a short amount of time. Questions?
I don't think I have any right now.
I don't think I have any either.
Say that again, Megan?
Oh, I was just saying I don't think I have any either, at least not right now.
It's pretty doable, actually. Like when the plan is there for you and the graphics are there, it even tells you what to say. Like it's like, I mean, you're gonna want there's no. So you're gonna want to personalize that, of course, and like reword it a little bit to be your voice, so it's not like an obvious copy and paste. But they even tell you, like, here's which picture to use, here's what to say. I mean, it is so easy. You guys, you could easily run 8 to 10 Facebook parties at a time without even stretching yourselves. In your average Facebook party, about 1 in 3, 1 out of every 3 Facebook parties that you do are going to qualify. Okay, so in-home parties are a lot easier to generate large volume of sales. On Facebook, it's more about do lots of Facebook parties, meet lots of new people, and 1 in every 3 is going to earn full hostess rewards. Even your unqualified, look this up in your catalog, in your hostess area, you'll see what's required for a qualified party versus an unqualified party. So your hostesses who host on Facebook, and let's say their party doesn't qualify, it's okay. They still earn a 10% credit of all the sales that come in, and they're still going to earn their half price items. So you're never going to have a Facebook hostess walk away empty-handed unless absolutely nobody shows up at her party. Okay, so it's very easy. People want to do this. They're bored out of their minds right now. They're looking for something to think about and engage with other than Corona. So there has never been a better time to be a LeBri consultant doing Facebook parties. So check out that information on the Learning Center. If you come up with questions and everybody has the same questions, I'll do some more Zoom trainings tomorrow for you guys. But just go exploring and play with it, especially if you're self-hosting, Megan. Just go play, invite your friends, be like, hey, I'm trying to figure this out. Come engage in my Facebook group, be my guinea pigs, right? I mean, you couldn't come up with a less intimidating way to invite people to check out LeBri.
Yeah.
It gives you something to do other than mindless scrolling, right?
Yeah.
We all need a little less news in our life right now. Perfect. All right, well, I'm going to stop this recording.